So if you want to impress your lady partner, you might give her some of this cherry chocolate beer, and you can have some too at the same time. Gift for
Also,
both.
I'll give you another tip. If you're a dad and you want to impress your lady, keep your shirt on.
But give her chocolates. Keep her shirt on and give her chocolates. So this is O'Fallon, one of my favorite breweries from St. Louis area. And in the liquor booth, they have the cherry chocolate dark wheat ale. I believe this just arrived a couple days ago.
Valentine's Day ready, baby.
Valentine's Day. So one of his favorite flavors when it comes to beer is chocolate. We just had the Hershey's... what was the brand? That's not Yingling. Hershey's Yingling. So this will be interesting for the cherry chocolate flavor.
Yeah, that is interesting. And I will try like the chocolate porters and whatnot, but as Jones pointed out to me, this is not a porter. Mm-hmm. This is a wheat ale. And you don't see that very often. Dark wheat ale.
And cherry in beer you don't see very often. As with most O'Fallon beers, complex.
Yeah, it is. It's. I think when you smell the chocolate, you just think it's gonna taste darker, just because most chocolates are porters. It doesn't.
And that mouthfeel, like on porters, it's heavier, more creamy.
It's way lighter.
Light, yeah. That's a wheat ale.
That works.
Do you get much cherry flavor? I mean, just a little bit at the beginning, maybe.
Yeah, a little.
Yeah,
a little. You can. The smell of the cherry is there. Mm-hmm. The taste of the cherry isn't as strong because chocolate's a dominating flavor.
Now, I will say the aftertaste is maybe sweeter than a normal wheat ale. You don't have the I don't call it hoppiness, but the wheatiness to it. Gonna pour it out and try it in a glass.
I just want to see how dark it was. It was dark. It's a little darker than I expected.
Gotcha. So, O'Fallon makes great seasonals. I believe this. I haven't heard of this before, so I think this is the first year they made this cherry chocolate dark wheat ale. At least released at the liquor stores. So, what would you give it? What are you drinking out of a 6-pack?
I think I could have a few. I think I could have several of these. Actually, I like it. I have to see how it sits after one or two. But if it sits the way it's sitting, I could go 5 on this bad boy.
The great thing about this is it's light. It's super light.
It is light.
And so it's not going to weigh you down. And I think the more you drink, the more flavor that pops to you. It's not one of those beers like the pretzel beer that we had that after 1 or 2, then it doesn't. Yeah. It kind of loses its flavor. This one seems to almost build like eating spicy food. It seems to build.
Mm-hmm. And O'Fallon does a good job. They're always experimenting and trying different things and distributing well. So I would recommend this one for sure.
But 5.7% ABV, so it's a little bit heavier alcohol content than your normal light beer. So be careful on that. If you are,
it is a dark wheat ale.
If you're having multiple of these ahead of Valentine's Day, don't drink too much, or else you won't get busy later on that night. So,
or maybe you will.
Maybe you will. Maybe give the wife a few extra beers. So.